The women's 100 meters is a race decided by the smallest margins. In this video, we compare two dramatic moments in Elaine Thompson-Herah's career: a dominant national title performance and a shocking upset against Ashley Henderson. Speed, pressure, and the fine line between victory and defeat.
6th in the Commonwealth Games last March, 2nd in the UK Championships over 200. That's a better event. A couple of weeks back. Embody Zango of France, Mediterranean Games champion just a couple of weeks ago in Tarragona in Spain. 2nd in the French Championship. She's a late replacement, by the way, for Carole Zai of France. Why? Yong Li of China, semi-finalist, the world indoors over 60 metres a couple of years back. She's a very quick starter. Watch her in lane 6. Karina Horn, the South African team captain, can she lead by example? Has set a national record this year. At the age of 29, she has gone under 11 seconds for the first time. 10.98 makes her very, very strong indeed. And you can tell that from her build. Eva Swoboda of Poland completes the lineup in lane 8 there. Bronze medalist in the European indoors last year, semi-finalist in Rio. She's an 11-1 athlete at her best, although she hasn't been down to that this season yet. Well, we talked about how little room there is for error in the sprint hurdles. So technically demanding. Well, so is the 100 in its own way. Those ears straining for the starter's gun. And very little room for error at the start. A full start would result in disqualification. A bad start, well, he virtually give away the race. Quay of Germany in 1. Elaine Thompson, the Olympic champion from Rio, goes in lane 2. Ashley Henderson of the USA 3. Bianca Williams of Great Britain in 4. Then in lane 5, Embody Zango of France. Y of China 6. Karina Horn there, second away from the camera, of South Africa in 7. And Swoboda of Poland in lane 8. Away this time, really good start there from Bianca Williams, but going strongly now is Ashley Henderson. Where is Thompson? Thompson might get beaten here. Henderson's going brilliant. She is going to beat the Olympic champion. Yes, she is on the dip. Very tight for 3rd place. I think it might have been Karina Horn, or was it Bianca Williams of Great Britain? Boy, oh boy, that is an upset. Perhaps one of the biggest upsets of the day so far. Ashley Henderson of the USA takes that one. She was 2nd in the US Championship. She has run 10.96 this year. Thompson 10.93, so on paper they look evenly matched, but I would have put my money on Thompson for that one. I don't know about you, Catherine Merry. 11.07, the official winning time, with 0 wind for Henderson, but there was very little in it. 11.07 to 11.09. She defeats the Olympic champion, and maximum points for the USA.
Yeah, world ranking wise, Ashley Henderson sits 1 place below Elaine Thompson, who's the world number 6 this year. But that was a good run by the American. Keep an eye on her. Elaine number 3, she got a good start, as did Williams of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. But what Elaine Thompson has got sometimes and hasn't got at others is that gear change now at 60 metres. She didn't have it here today. She wasn't going to catch Henderson. And again, for me, Elaine Thompson's one of those athletes that she's going to come out and run 10.8, or she's going to come out and just run under 11 seconds. It doesn't sound like a big difference, but that's what wins races and what comes 2nd and 3rd. You remember Elaine Thompson at the World Championships last year, Tim? 10.8 in her semi-finals. Easy as you like. Came to the final and came 5th. That's a big win for the American there, and a good win as well, and good points.
It is. You know what? The USA hadn't won an event all night until about 15 minutes ago. Then they win 2 in a row on the track. The men's 800.
Jamaica's team to the Commonwealth Games. I think she's here to prove a point.
Was her sprint check last year, has gone back to the United States. Probably a very technical. Has been representing Jamaica at the senior level for quite a few years now. Jodine Williams runs out of lane 2.
The 200-meter specialist stepping down to the 100 meters, trying to get on that 4x1 team.
Natasha Morrison, a 10.96 lady on her best day, runs out of lane 3.
Trains with Maurice Wilson, part of Sprint Tech, out into this final with her new purple hair. 2015, her best year, trying to get back there.
The pocket rocket needs very little or no introduction. She's a joint national record holder and a plethora of other titles.
We call her Mommy Rocket now on her social media pages, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. She has declared herself Mommy Rocket, running for Zion. She's going to deliver.
That's the smile we're used to seeing.
Sharika Jackson will start from lane 5.
Perhaps most famous for bronze in the Olympics in the 400 meters, then bronze in the World Championships, also in the 400 meters. This year, we call it an off year. She's been experimenting with the 200 meters, got a silver medal behind Shawnee Miller-Weevo of the Bahamas at the Commonwealth Games this year. And now in the 100-meter finals for Jamaica.
Disqualified for false starting last year, this lady, Johnny Smith in lane 6, is looking for redemption this time around.
Fourth at the NCAA Championship, representing Auburn University. New minted PB 1111, formerly of Wilmers High School for Girls, just like Shelley and Fraser Price.
This is the joint national record holder and Olympic champion, Elaine Thompson.
2016 by far her best year in track and field. Gold in the 100 meters at the Rio Olympics, gold in the 200 meters at the Rio Olympics. Her PB 1070 would serve her very well right now.
In lane 8, rounding out the lineup, it's little Brianna Williams, ran a cracking 11:13 earlier this year in Jacksonville, Florida. That was in March.
The world best ever for a 15-year-old, breaking Marion Jones's record in the 100 meters. She has run 11:13 this year. She earned her spot in this final, and I believe will acquit herself exceptionally well.
This is the penultimate event on the track here this evening. The men's equivalent will pull the curtain down on day 2 of these championships. That's Elaine Thompson. 10:93 this year. 10:70. Her best. That's a joint national record alongside Shelley and Fraser Price.
So, Spencer, tell us, does a fast starting Shelley and Fraser Price hold on, or does a fast finishing Elaine Thompson catch her?
Fraser Price looks like she's rounding back into form. 11:52 to 11:33 to 11:10 to 11:15 in the semifinals. That's her series of events since coming back to the track this year. Set. The set position now. And away they go. Fraser Price got a fantastic start. Natasha Morris is trying to come from behind. So to Elaine Thompson.
Let's go,
Fraser Price from Thompson. Thompson now steps into top gear and goes away for the victory in 11.04 seconds. Fraser Price may have held on for second. Elaine Thompson had to come from behind, and she got the job done in 11.01 seconds.
National champion Elaine Thompson, second place Shelley and Fraser Price. The Olympic champions clashed, and what a delivery. In third place, it would be a new big personal best for Sharika Jackson at 11:13. Well, let's look at it, Jillian Russell Love.
As usual, Shelley and Fraser Price gets a fantastic start here. I think she might have gotten up just a little bit into her running form too quickly. But you see her there really striding away, and then Elaine Thompson, very patient, not panicking at all, reels her in just in the last 10 meters of the race. But Shelley Ann gets out really well, and I have to say how difficult it is coming back from motherhood. No, I'm serious.
I agree.
I don't know how many track and field athletes have successfully done so. So for her to come out here and run so well, and just a year after giving birth, it's fantastic to see this. And Elaine knows that it's going to be even tougher next year, but congratulations to her this year.
The women's 100 meters has long been one of the most unpredictable and electrifying events in track and field. Even the smallest lapse in form or focus can shift the outcome of a race decided by mere hundredths of a second. Few athletes embody both the brilliance and volatility of elite sprinting better than Jamaica's Olympic champion Elaine Thompson-Herah. 2 races, separated by time but connected by context, perfectly illustrate the dual nature of her career. One showcasing her extraordinary dominance, and the other highlighting how quickly fortunes can change at the highest level. At the Jamaican National Senior Trials in 2018, Thompson-Herah reminded the world why she was considered the queen of sprinting. The women's 100-meter final brought together a stacked lineup of Jamaica's finest sprinters, all battling not only for the national title, but also for the prestige that comes with winning one of the most competitive domestic championships in the world. Jamaican trials are famously unforgiving, often described as tougher than international finals, because of the sheer depth of talent the nation produces in the sprints. Despite the intense pressure and expectations surrounding her, Thompson-Herah delivered exactly the kind of performance that defined her peak years. Exploding out of the blocks with controlled aggression, she quickly established herself among the leaders. Her transition phase between 30 and 60 meters was particularly impressive, allowing her to build momentum while maintaining flawless sprint mechanics. As the race unfolded, her trademark finishing strength began to emerge. While her rivals attempted to close the gap, Thompson-Herah surged forward with authority, crossing the line in 11.01 seconds to secure the national title. The victory served as a powerful reminder of her championship pedigree. Thompson-Herah's ability to rise under pressure and dominate against world-class competition reinforced her reputation as one of the most reliable performers in major races. In a country where sprinting legends are constantly emerging, she proved once again that she belonged among Jamaica's greatest. Yet the razor-thin margins that define sprinting can just as easily turn triumph into frustration. In a later race at the World Cup Championship, the narrative shifted dramatically. This time, Thompson-Herah entered the women's 100-meter final as the clear favorite. She had recently claimed another national title in Jamaica and delivered a strong 10.93-second performance at the Diamond League meeting in La Chaux-de-Fonds, signaling that her form was once again approaching elite levels. Many expected the race to follow a familiar script, Thompson-Herah accelerating smoothly before unleashing her devastating finishing speed. Instead, the race produced one of the most surprising upsets of the season. American sprinter Ashley Henderson executed a nearly perfect run, maintaining composure and rhythm from the start. While Thompson-Herah began well and stayed within striking distance through the early phases, something unusual happened as the athletes approached the final third of the race. Around the 60-meter mark, the Jamaican star appeared to lose a fraction of her usual momentum. It was not a dramatic slowdown, but at the elite level, even the smallest hesitation can prove decisive. Sensing the opportunity, Henderson maintained her speed and form, refusing to yield under pressure. As the finish line approached, the gap between the two athletes remained incredibly tight. In the end, Henderson crossed first in 11.07 seconds, edging Thompson-Herah by just 0.02 of a second as the Jamaican clocked 11.09. The result stunned many observers. Thompson-Herah had built her legacy on finishing strength and late-race dominance, yet in this instance she was unable to find the extra gear that so often defined her victories. Henderson's triumph highlighted the relentless competitiveness of the women's sprinting scene, where emerging talents are always ready to challenge established champions. Taken together, these two races reveal the fascinating duality of elite sprinting. One moment, an Olympic champion can dominate a world-class field with authority. The next, a rising competitor can seize the spotlight with a perfectly executed performance. For Elaine Thompson-Herah, both outcomes are part of the story of a remarkable career, one defined not only by moments of blazing brilliance, but also by the constant pressure of defending greatness in the fastest event on the track.